Hi, I'm Jackie the Balloon Guy, and I always get asked questions like, how many balloon animals can you make in an hour? How many balloon dogs can you make in an hour? How many swords can you make in an hour? How many hats and flowers and such can you make in an hour? Well, today we're going to find out how many balloon animals I can make in an hour. Here in about 25 seconds, I'm going to get started on making balloon dogs, as many as I can in the next hour. I'm going to try to speed through it when I show the video, but let's find out how many I can make in 1 hour. This is kind of a test for me to see what the answer is myself, because I really don't know. So here we go, here in about 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Now, I'm not going to go super fast or anything like that. I'm using balloons that are cheap, so I might have some that pop really easily, but we'll see how it goes. Now, I've got my agenda set at 2.8 seconds to help me blow up the balloons to the same amount of tail on there, just to kind of give me a little bit of an advantage. But if I was doing this at an event, I would do the same thing, so might as well do it that way. Now, these are just the basic dogs. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not locking them. I'm not doing anything to keep them from coming apart or anything like that, which they shouldn't come apart unless they're abused. But with the kids, you give them balloon dogs that haven't been locked, the bubbles haven't been locked together. They're probably going to come apart, so I wouldn't like doing this. I don't really like doing basic balloon dogs anyway, but some clients ask for just simple stuff, so I don't like doing just the basic simple things. I like doing multiple balloon creations. I've been at one event where they just wanted very basic designs, like a dog, a flower, a sword, that type of thing, and it's kind of the same deal. I just wanted to see how many balloons can I make in an hour. We'll see if I actually go the entire hour, but probably test and see how many I can do in an hour by doing a half hour. But like I said, we'll see how it goes when I reach that point. I did just get off work, my full-time job, just a little bit ago, and just got home, walked in the door, got the idea to do this because I was asked by one of my agents that I work with as a subcontractor, how many swords and basic balloon hats I can do in for like 75 kids, and I just told them an amount like how long it would take. It would take me about 2.5 hours, which is reasonable, I think. But I was curious, and he did ask me a long time ago about that event that I was at that had the very basic ones, how fast I could do those, and I threw out a number, and he thought it was a high number, but I don't know, it seemed reasonable to me for just basic balloon dogs and stuff like that, because really a basic balloon dog, if you can't do a balloon dog in just a couple of seconds, with balloon twisting, you need more practice, because I mean, there's the most basic animal that you start out with is a balloon dog. And it's all basically the same size bubbles, the entire design. My wife's going to kill me when she gets home and sees all these balloon dogs laying in the floor. But I'll have a little bit of time before she gets home to clean them up, find out what I'm going to do with them, because I hate to make them and just pop them. So I might have to find a daycare or something to run a bunch of balloon dogs to a daycare or something so I can do something with them, because like I said, I hate making them and popping them. It's just not much fun. This thing is, these balloons are awful because they're different sizes. I mean, this thing here has to be like a 160, not a 260. These are balloons you get off of Temu. And like the old saying goes, you get what you pay for. Surprised I hadn't had any popping on me. I mean, that there's the dog. I didn't want to use my Sempertex balloons, my quality balloons, because this is just a little trial thing, and they cost a lot more than these Temu balloons, that's for sure. But as you can see, doing basic balloon animals, they work good, especially if you're practicing or just starting off. You can start off with these. These balloons are, this bag here says happy every day on them. I don't know what brand they are. Somebody got them for me for Christmas or my birthday off of Temu. Of course, they had good intentions with getting me balloons and stuff. I love getting balloons. Sometimes people will buy you balloons like off Temu or somewhere, and they'll get the cheap balloons because they think all the balloons are the same, and you get them and you can't do anything with them. They pop. So I just use them as like Spider-Man's web. I want to make a web head, and I'll give it a little puff of air in the nozzle. Ooh, I like that color green. And then stick it in Spider-Man's hand and make it look like he's shooting a web, a straight web. And just adds that little extra effect to the Spider-Man balloon or the web head balloon, whatever you want to call it. I call it, well, I just lost that one, but there we go. It just adds a little something to it. Now we've been doing this for about 7 minutes, and it looks like I got about, I don't know, 10, 15, probably more than that, balloons down in the floor. So, I mean, I might go through the whole bag, who knows, by the time an hour rolls around. And this is just the dog. This isn't, he's got a long tail, but I was going to go too far. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can count right off in 7 minutes. There's another one of those thin ones, or yeah, thinner ones, like a 160 and not a 260. And when I say 160, I'm talking about the width of the balloon. And the 260 would be more like this, 2 inches this way, 60 inches long. That's how you come up with the 260 measurement. And that's the basic balloon twisting balloon is a 260 balloon. 160s are a little thinner. You got 360s. It's a lot bigger. It's 3 inches wide, and you can make some really big designs that way. You got the 646 balloons. Those are monstrous, but they're really fun to make things with. So, but as you can see, rolling along here with all these balloons. It's been 9 minutes. I really, like I said, I don't like doing the simple balloons that a mom or dad can buy the kit and basically make the balloon themselves. I don't see me being any value to anybody spending that kind of money just to make basic balloon dogs, basic swords, basic helmets, just a basic hat design where you just basically wrap it around the kid's head and flip the little top over their head and you're done. I really don't see spending the type of money to have a professional balloon twister come in to do that. But you know, some balloon twisters, that's really all they can do because they're starting off, which is great. I mean, for them, it'd be something worthwhile if somebody wants to pay you to come in and make simple balloon animals. I mean, that's how I started off. I can't really say anything bad about it. I was kind of bad mouthing people hiring twisters to come in that can only do the basic simple balloons. And my wife pointed out to me, they're good at it, to keep record and keep you on track and keep you where you should be. She reminded me, hey, that's what you used to do back in the day. You started out that way, so you know, it kind of hit a chord. She's right, quite normal. Don't tell her I said that, but you know, us guys, we know our wives tell us things that are truthful, but we don't want to hear it because we don't want them being right all the time, because normally they are. Don't tell my wife I said that. She don't watch these videos, so I'm good. Another one of them little thin ones. Seems like all the black ones in this thing are thinner for some reason, but that's okay. A balloon animal is a balloon animal. It doesn't matter if it's an inch thick, 2 inches thick, 3 inches thick, 6 inches thick. I don't think they make them bigger than that for balloon animals unless you're making them out of round balloons. Then you can get huge balloons, but they don't look, I don't think they look as great as a twisted balloon. That one's got another big tail. But as you can see, just simple balloon dogs. I mean, I'm at, we've done, what, 12 minutes so far, and I'm getting covered in balloon dogs down at my feet. Again, I don't know what in the world I'm going to do with all these things, but so far it's been fun. And I get to twist some balloons, which to me, I always twist some kind of balloons a day. I made a game, I didn't make it, but I twisted a balloon game, like a Weeble Wobble bean, one of those beans that has the faces on it and it kind of wobbles around. Well, there's a balloon design of a game where you can use one of those and you just tilt the balloon, and it Weeble wobbles all the way down to the other end, and you tilt it the other way and it goes to the other end. I twisted one of those yesterday, and I was playing around with it for a good, I don't know, 20 minutes. Some things are addicting. When I first saw the design, I was like, that's retarded. Nobody's gonna want one of them. Excuse me. Then I had a balloon jam that I put together a couple months ago, and a guy named Uncle Kurt, you might have heard of him. He's an amazing twister. Him and his wife, he made one at the balloon jam, and they were playing around with it, and I saw it and I was like, you know what, that thing's addicting, because I got to sit there and watch, and I was fascinated just sitting there watching this thing. So I decided I was going to try to make one finally. So I ended up getting some balls to put inside the balloon instead of making my own inside of it, which got to figure out how that works, as I can't quite get it yet. I know Cecilia from Alpacaglobo Balloons, or Cecilia Lady Balloons, she's on YouTube, an amazing twister. Be sure and look her up at Cecilia Lady Balloons. I think it's her YouTube channel. If not, just search Alpacaglobo Balloons and like and subscribe to her channel, because like I said, she's an amazing twister. She's got so many videos out there. She puts videos out every week. She was doing videos almost every day, and she finally decided it was a little much after all these years doing that, because it's kind of hard to come up with the ideas, which is why I haven't put out a video in a couple months. a lot harder than it looks, trying to figure out what kind of videos to put out. This one just came to mind because of, like I said, the agent had asked how many balloons, simple balloons can I do in an hour. Apparently somebody's trying to be as cheap as possible with getting a balloon twister in for an event, which is fine. I understand how people want to save money. I couldn't afford me at an event myself, so that says a lot. But the people that can, you know, I give them the best quality as I can with my skills that I have, and I'm not the best twister. I'm not even the best twister in Richmond, I don't think. I've met some amazing twisters in Richmond, Virginia area at the balloon jam that I had. Some of the people that I've known were twisters. Didn't realize how great they were until the balloon jam. I mean, I knew they were good, but with the designs they were doing, amazing. We've got some really talented people here in the area. And I get the privilege of working with them on events a lot, different people. And then I got to meet Uncle Kurt and his wife. I can't think of her name for some reason, but they were amazing twisters. I loved getting to spend time with them and getting to meet them and just sit there and watch them, because they were really great. And then they've been doing it for years. And they've been to different conventions and things like that. They know a lot of the more famous twisters. Some of the more well-known twisters. They know a lot of them, and a lot of them know them. So it was fun just meeting them. Hopefully we'll get to do that again sometime in the near future. I've gone 17 minutes and I'm going to run out of floor. I wish I was counting these things. It's kind of hard to keep track of them anyway. I'll count them all at the end and give a grand total. But the simple basic dog. And getting all the silver all of a sudden. I guess that's silver. I just wondered, do I get to count the balloon dog that's on my shirt? Because, I mean, he's there. I guess I didn't make him, though. I just bought him. Wish I could tell you where I got it from, because I know it was from Amazon. I don't know the store I got this shirt from, but I really like it. The little dog in the sunset kind of thing. I don't wear these shirts very often to events. I started to, and then I ended up getting that shirt you see me in a lot that has Pop and POW and all kinds of things that I got from balloondogapparel.com. I think it's balloon-dog-apparel.com or something like that. Great shirt. Had it for maybe about a year now. It's starting to show a little wear and tear. I might have to order another one before long, but can't really afford to get too many of them because they are a little pricey. But for what they're used for, it gets me attention. People comment on the shirt all the time. Has balloon artist on the back. They also have one for face painters too. If you do face painting, they got some really cool ones for face painters as well. I gotta thank Cecilia for pointing me in that direction, because from Alpacaglobo Balloons, she was wearing a shirt similar to the one I wear all the time now on one of her videos, and I emailed her and I asked where in the world did she get that shirt, because I mean I loved it. It was just an awesome shirt, and she told me, and I was ordering mine the next day, and it came about 2 or 3 weeks later. It has to come from across the ocean. I think it's from Taiwan. Is where they ship them from. The company's located, I think, in New York, but They can't make them here in the U.S. for some reason. But it gets the Taiwan, what is it, Taiwan people, something in business, so somebody's making some money off of them. I've got an aunt that lives in Taiwan, been there most of my life. She's been there most of my life. I've met her maybe one time that I remember in my entire life, and she was in Taiwan. I've got cousins and an uncle over there that I don't know. Not that you really care, but just a thought. When I think of Taiwan, I think of it. All right, here we go. We are 20 minutes in, and more than 20 balloon dogs, that's for sure. This is just balloon dogs. This isn't just swords or hats or something like that. This is just balloon dogs. Now this is a little bit tiring, but you know, not too bad. It's a little hot in my house right now. Like I said, I just got home. It was warm in here when I got here. I didn't turn any fan. Well, I have a fan on, but it's on low, my ceiling fan. And this hat makes it a little hotter too. But if I don't have my hat on, my bald head will be shining and blinding you. It ain't that bad. Give it a couple years, it'll all be gone. But that's all right. I don't mind it. I shaved my head one year. Actually, I think I've done it twice now. And I don't mind the look. I think it looks all right. So if the good Lord wants me to be bald, I'll be bald. All right. Whew. I'd love to hear the comment of somebody walking in right now if my wife or kids was to come walk in now and see all these balloons on the floor. Might have to find a big old trash bag or something to put these things in. Like I said, hopefully I can find a daycare or something I can run these things to. Oops. Be a good Easter present for the kids. In fact, I've got tomorrow off from my day job, and it's Easter weekend. So it'll be Friday, and I can run by a daycare tomorrow and just drop them off for the kids. Tell them there's something they can give out to the kids for an Easter gift. That'd be cool. Maybe leave a couple business cards, maybe a flyer or two. Do a little marketing with it. It's one way of getting some gigs, but I don't need any more gigs on the weekends for the next month or so. Even though it is basically just one gig a day on the Saturdays, and everybody wants to schedule their parties around the same time, 12 to 3 o'clock, somewhere in that general area, which I guess we do the same thing. But when you're an entertainer trying to make some money doing family-friendly entertainment, and you're trying to get into parties, and everybody's having their parties at the same time, makes it hard to do more than one gig a day. If you want an entertainer at your party, and you don't think you have a whole lot of time left to get one, try doing your party earlier in the day, or maybe in the afternoon, and you might be able to get them there a whole lot easier than trying to book them in the middle of the day, because that's when everybody does it. There's a tip for you if you've listened to the past, listened through 24 minutes of this insane challenge I put myself in. I've got a timer on my screen. I'm glad it showed up there, because when I said it, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to know when the hour is over. So I was expecting to have to wait and hear an alarm from my phone go off. But it popped up on the screen right there with the video, so I can see what's going on. And it's perfect. If I do any challenges, I know I can count on that to give me a timer countdown. So it's always good to find different things that'll that can help you. Watched one of Cecilia's videos earlier. She did just a she comes on live a lot, just out of the blue, and she's doing Easter things, and she did a really cute Easter bunny, or just a bunny balloon, and then she did a little duck for or chicken for Easter as well. They were really cute. You're gonna have to check out her channel at Cecilia Lady Balloons, or just search Alpacaglobo. It's one word, like an alpaca, the animal, and globo for Spanish for balloons, G-L-O-B-O. That's A-L-P-A-C-A-G-L-O-B-O balloons. You'll find it that way. She's based out of Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, which is a beautiful area. We got to go there a couple of years ago and put on a vacation Bible school for a church up there with a pastor that we knew, and it was just a beautiful area. If it wasn't for all the snow they get, and how late the snow comes, like in the middle of July they're getting snow, deep snow. Me and my wife probably would have thought about moving there, but I don't like snow. I think it should snow one day a year, and that's Christmas morning. And then it should melt off by the end of the day. But that's just me. I like the fall and spring weather. You can keep the summer heat, you can keep the winter cold. Give me fall and spring anytime. But I've been so used to this Virginia weather that you can't predict. It's insane. I know Virginia's not the only state that has it right now in the 70s, and then the next day in the 20s. It's insane. Around this time every year, you don't know how the weather's going to be the next week. You're sitting, everybody getting sick because it's hot one day and cold the next. So everybody's getting their summer and spring clothes out and not wearing jackets and coming down with the flu. It's hard to predict. That's a pretty green too. They got some pretty colors in here, but Tempertech has a green, key lime green. It's similar to this, but this has got more of a vibrant color to it. I mean, I like the Tempertech one, but I wish Tempertech would make this color, make it more like this. I wouldn't even know where to get these balloons at, other than Temu in a pack. They get that certain color, just like that that other color. It was like a army green, the light green. That was a really cool color. Come on, get in there. Oh, we're going on 30 minutes. We got a minute and 10 seconds before we hit the hour, or the half-hour mark. And I think I'm gonna be swimming in balloon dogs here in a few minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely do something with all these. I'm gonna pour these balloons out. I have a feeling I'm gonna be through that whole bag. Lilac. If I had a, oh, what's a hole? Goodbye. If I had a Easter Bunny costume, I could go hand out the balloons, just randomly handing them out for the kids. That would be cool. But I don't have an Easter Bunny outfit, and I don't have the money to go buy one, just to hand out a bunch of balloon dogs. My wife would think I'm crazy right now. What are you doing all them for? That's just a waste of balloons. She knows I've been wanting to try to get rid of some of these balloons, because I got a lot of balloons from Temu that I got for Christmas and my birthday. Some of them I've used because they seem to be a good quality. Other ones try to blow up and they pop, just blowing them up. So you really can't tell, but this pack here is doing really good. I'm surprised that one was the only one that's popped on me. That's a pretty color. Purdy, purdy, purdy. Purdy like the birdie. I don't know. Don't ask. Guess it's a kind of a dark fuchsia. I don't know. Hot pink? No, it's not hot pink. Maybe some sort of red. I don't know. Anyway, it looks really red on the camera, but it's more of a pinkish red. There's that green color I like. It's that light army color, green color. That'd be cool to make a blaster or something out of. Maybe a pistol, or I don't know, some people make rifles. Make a sniper rifle. Things are starting to come up too far. You can see it, I got a big pile, and it's at the height of my couch. It's off to the side over here. It's funny. Half tempted to let him sit here until my wife gets home to see her reaction. Of course, I don't want her to kill me either, so. And notice I'm not doing the really simple dog with just the 3 twists, where you just do the fold twist for everything. Like you do the fold right here, just a round, just for a circle, and then right here you do another one for the legs instead of twisting it. And then you do it again here. I think it's called the 3 twist balloon dog, which is a really the easiest balloon dog to do. But I hate that one. I really don't like the looks of it. I mean, if that's all you can do, that's all you can do. But take time, twist the thing a little bit. Unless you got a line of 500 kids in front of you, and you only have an hour to make some balloons, then take a minute and do it decent. Represent the balloon dog at least decently, and not just one of them goofy. I can do it quick. Just because you can do it quick doesn't mean you should be doing it. But like I said earlier, to each is their own. If that's how you want to represent yourself, I guess represent yourself with a 3 twist balloon dog. I'll go ahead and try to put a little more quality to mine, even though this isn't one I'd prefer to make, unless somebody wanted a classic balloon dog, because I do sometimes put a classic balloon dog on my menu just because, hey, it's a classic. It's where balloon twisting started, right? Somebody got a balloon and started playing around. I might try to do some research and see where the first balloon dog came from, because just somebody deciding to take a balloon and twist it, for one, being the first person, you know, they must have been worried that it was going to pop in their face. But to think of making an animal out of some balloon, that took some serious creativity. Great day. All these balloon dogs remind me of the balloon sculpture that, matter of fact, Uncle Kurt and his wife was involved with in, I think it was the Botanical Gardens, where they made a sculpture out of nothing but balloon dogs, and they created I think it was a portrait of a lady who was very important, a very important part to balloon twisters, that had passed away or something. It was a tribute to her, and I've actually been asked if I was a part of that when I was out at a restaurant twisting, and I was like, no, but I do know a couple people who were, because they were talking about it at the balloon jam that we had, and just made me feel really good knowing Uncle Kurt and his wife. And I'm sorry if I don't remember your name. I'm awful with names. The only reason I remember Uncle Kurt is because he just kept saying his name, and talking to one of the girls there. But yeah, I'm horrible when it comes to names. I've got kids in my children's church that my wife and I teach that I still have trouble with their names, and they've been coming for a while, and I hate it, but that's just how my mind is. For some reason I can't remember names. It's not that it's not important to me, I just can't do it. I've had a bad memory for as long as I can remember. Even in high school, it was it was awful. So I don't know, you know, maybe if it's something mental. Well, I'm mental, but you know, or what that causes it. And these balloon dogs, static electricity is causing them to come up with it. Do I get to add a couple minutes because pushing off balloon dogs because they're attacking me? Great day, it's a lot of balloons. Let's see, we are down to a little over 22 minutes to go, and I'm not sure I'm going to have room for these balloon dogs when I'm done. In fact, I'm wondering how many trash bags we're going to make. But this will give me an idea as to how many simple balloons I can do. Because if I can do balloon dogs at a certain pace, should be able to do swords and hats probably a little bit quicker, at least with the swords. The hats don't take much more time either. He's got a long tail with him. Because the balloon dog probably takes a couple seconds more than the hat or the sword. Of course, I'd have to measure the child or adult's head. The person who's getting the balloon hats have to measure their head for our basic balloon helmet, and then wrap it around and flip that top up and send them on their merry way. It won't take that long. Sometimes trying to get the kids to cooperate so you can measure their head gets to be a little tricky because they don't know you, and they're a little afraid of you. And that one has a leak. Let's see if I can. No fair, no fair. Cheap balloons, cheap balloons. Not the prettiest nose because of the big long nozzle, but I'll snip that off before I put it in the bag. And I don't know how well this is working. Trying to keep it to where you can see me twisting it, but I noticed by taking it down here, which is where I tend to twist, you get off of me, dog! We got a cat around here somewhere. My wife and kids have a cat, but if I'm doing balloons, that cat is nowhere to be found. Just she hates the sound of it, but that's all right. It's my way of getting her away from me. Yet I have to stick all my dogs on her. She'd be outnumbered with all these balloon dogs. Well, this one went thin at the end. All right, enough of that static. Go on. Here in about 19 and a half minutes, I'll show you my floor with all these balloons. This is insane. The event I went to this past Saturday was the Simple Balloon Design event, and I had they asked if we could pre-make a few balloons because they've been expecting a lot of kids. They had a lot of kids. It was at a country club, and so I was the first twister to show up there, and they mentioned it. And by the time the next twister got there, because they had three, one was staying for 2 hours, and then two of us were staying for 3. But by the time they got there, I had a lot of balloons already made. But you know, they were the simple balloons, and it helped out a lot that we had some pretty inflatable balloons. So that's another tip if you're doing a big event. Before it gets going, if it's a lot of like simple things or things you can get done rather quickly, and I have a bunch set aside, you can make things flow a little bit faster. The event place, the country club, had one of their employees come to help us out to give out the balloons, and that was the experience. The guy came behind the table where we were and stood right in front of my balloon pump where I was blowing up balloons. So I ended up grabbing it and kind of pulling it off to the side. But every time I would move it, he'd kind of move with it like he was hiding behind my balloon pump. And it was hard for me to do anything with him standing there. But you know, he was trying to help. So you know, I appreciate the help. But if he wasn't standing in front of my pump, he was standing in front of my bag with all my balloons. I kept grinning and smiling and looking over at the other twisters, and they just smiled back because they knew what was going on too. But he enjoyed, you can tell he enjoyed giving out the balloons to the kids. So that's the best part, is when you hand the balloon to the kids. And I try to let him do it as much as possible, but I like handing out to the kids too. Like I said, it's the best part, when you get to see their face and them go, oh, oh. Probably the biggest reason to do balloon animals is the reaction that you get from the kids or the adults or whoever you're making it for. The big smiles on their face. Makes all the sore fingers, the tired legs, the tired back, all worth it. I don't know how many balloons was in that bag, so it had already been opened, but I think there's at least 50. Got 16 minutes to go. Good night. I can't believe I've been doing this for this long. I can't believe I've been able to talk for this long. Because I'm not a big talker, especially to a camera. That's one of my drawbacks about doing YouTube videos is I don't like just sitting there talking to myself. Now if I had somebody live chatting with and stuff like that, that might be different. But it's only going to talk that much because if it ain't about balloons or something like that, then I don't do much talking. Well, like kids, they talk about the fun things. You get talking to adults, they want to talk about the weather and sports, and I'm not interested in it. So, you know. But, you know, if somebody wants to talk, I'll talk. But before I got into doing balloons, I was really shy. I mean, I wouldn't talk to anybody because I was that shy, that bashful. I'd go out of my way to where I wouldn't have to talk to people. But then I decided I wanted to do some clowning. And I was doing, I did a whole face, makeup, the outfit, everything. I was doing magic. And I started doing some birthday magic shows and stuff. And then I got the idea that I wanted to go into a children's hospital or a children's ward in the hospital and entertain the kids. Because what else would a clown do other than entertain? And so the magic I was doing was stuff that I really couldn't carry with me. Kind of bigger prop type things, not like huge stage stuff, but stuff I didn't want to have to lug around. And I'm not very good at close-up magic, like with cards and stuff like that. I'm not the best magician in the world, but I like doing some of it. But I had to figure out something to do other than the magic. So I was at the magic shop in Roanoke with the gentleman who owned it. His name was Mark Fuller. Missed that dude. His shop's no longer there. I went back one time to see him and maybe buy some things, and he disappeared. I don't know if he just shut it down or moved somewhere else or what, but he's the one who got me into entertainment, wanting to be an entertainer. And anyway, I was talking to him and asking him what kind of things he would suggest, and he had mentioned balloons. And so I ended up getting some balloons in a kit that came with a little book and a pump. You know, the type you can get from like Walmart or Party City or somewhere, any store. They had the real cheap balloons, and started twisting. And of course, I made a balloon dog. I guess it was my first, either that or a sword. My first balloon creation. And tried to go to the hospital. There was a girl from our church that was sick or had surgery or something. She was in the hospital, so I made a balloon design for her, a real pretty flower bouquet and stuff. I think it's what it was. And we went all the way up to the ward where she was. As soon as we went in the door towards the area where she was, we were stopped by a nurse and told they don't allow latex balloons in the hospital. And my world went crumbling down because I had such great ideas to do that. And so we asked if we could just leave the balloon at her desk while we went in to visit with the girl and her family. We stayed in there a couple minutes, and I had taken a picture of it, and I said, well, I made you a balloon design, but unfortunately they won't let me bring it in. So I showed her the picture, and I said, well, at least I made you something. But yeah, they wouldn't let it in. I've not really tried any other hospitals because she said that most hospitals had the policy with no latex because a lot of kids are getting allergic to latex these days, which I ran into a couple people with a latex allergy, Matter of fact, I went to Texas, not Texas Roadhouse, Logan's Roadhouse in my area, trying to get in there to do balloons, and I made a really cool alien balloon, more like an intermediate to advanced balloon. You know, marketing, and took it in there, asked for the manager. She came out and was talking to me, and I was telling her what I did, and I gave her a flyer and handed her the balloon, to which she took. And we were sitting there talking, and one of the waitresses was sitting there on her break and asked if I could make her one for her kid's birthday, which was that day. I told her, yeah. I said, I'll make it for you. It was no charge. You know, marketing, trying to get in there, suck up to the employees. And man, it's getting over my knees. The manager said, you can have this one. Because I'm allergic to latex. Oh, I knew I wasn't getting in there then. And I was like, oh my goodness, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. I said, go back there and wash your hands. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. I said, and if you can get me in here on a day that you're not working, well, I've not heard anything. Which kind of stinks, because it would be a great place to do it. I'd like to get into the Texas Roadhouse here in our area. I know one of the managers there, and she said if they get a kids' night, maybe I can get in there then, but who knows. Right now, I've got a CC's that I'm welcome to go to anytime I want to, which is always good. But I don't get paid anything other than tips. They feed me. They give me a free buffet when I go in there and do it. So, you know, I get a little bit of something out of it. But as for getting payment to what it should be, oh well. It's fun. I get to give out my business cards, and I get birthday parties and stuff like that booked. And we are down to 8 minutes. So that's another marketing thing, is I don't charge the restaurant to be in there, and I get to give out marketing material. Now I've gotten a lot of parties, birthday parties. I've gotten events from different businesses. I've been at the Walmart distribution centers, one of their big events, doing balloons because of CC's. They had saw me at CC's. So it pays off in the long run. So I'll continue doing that. But when I first started that, I walked in there with, wanting to get back into doing balloons out in the public. So I've been doing balloons for children's church and stuff like that. But I wasn't really out doing birthday parties or restaurants and stuff, because you really gotta have time. And so I went in there with a flyer and a balloon dog, not the basic dog, but a little bit more advanced, probably intermediate dog. Walked in there and I had to speak to the manager, and of course he was at the front. He's the manager, general manager, used to live there. Lived there, yeah. He lived there, all right. I've worked for CC. He lived there, but he was there. And I started telling him what I did, and he just started talking about, this is what I need in here. How can I get you in here? And he threw me off of my sales pitch, which I was going to, offer a free couple day trial. And what comes out of my mouth? I can come in here and work for free and just work for tips if you let me come in whenever I want. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I wanted to scream. And of course, he heard the word free, and well, the rest is history. He was like, when can you start? I said, I can be here tomorrow if you want me to. So he got me in there a couple days later. I've been doing it for over a year now. He's no longer there, but the other managers are, well, at least one of the other managers is still there. Got a new owners, I should say. They just started, they just took over about a month ago. They seem to be pretty cool. They're remodeling the place, so it needed it. I can't wait to see what they do with the place. If they keep going the way they are, they're going to make it into something worth going to. I mean, it was okay before, but the other owner let the store basically fall apart. All right, we've been doing this for 54 minutes and 30 seconds. So we got about 5 minutes left. And boy, do I have a lot of balloon dogs down here. I think talking's kind of slowed me down a little bit. So I'm concentrating on trying to do two things at once. And we all know that guys can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I've already switched to another bag of balloons. So yeah, there's a lot of balloons down here at my feet. In fact, it's all the way in my lap now. This is nuts. But like I said, I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. I'm probably boring you to death, but you get to learn a little bit more about the balloon guy. Get to see, is it possible to do 1 million balloons in an hour? No. I can tell you that. There's no way. Not without 9,950 balloon twisters. It's not. Well, it might be a few less, but you get the point. Find out how many I can do in an hour. Whew. I'm actually starting to sweat a little bit. In 3 minutes. Well, 4.5, 3.5, sorry. So you can tell it's a different brand, because this green is a little thinner than the other ones. I'm using this brand right here. I don't know what it is. From Temu. Dunpai, D-U-N-P-A-I balloons. They're one of them that I've played around with a little bit, and they're okay. Kind of like the last bag I did of whatever brand that was. I don't even think it was on the bag with the name. I think it just said have a happy day or something. I don't know. I wouldn't think that would be the brand name. Get off me. You can see they're getting pretty high. I've got probably a 3 foot by 3 foot area full of balloons. And they're up to, I don't know, probably my waist level down there. So basically, if you're sitting down, it'd be up to where you're sitting at in a 3 by 3 squared area. If I had somebody here with me, I'd have them take the phone and show you how high it is. But we only got 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go before we hit that hour mark. 1 hour, good grief. I can't believe I've been here doing this that long. I got to use that one-liner this weekend because the guy who came to help us at the country club, one of the employees, he asked me, he said, so how long you been doing this? So I looked at my watch and said, oh, about an hour. And of course the ladies that was with me, the other twisters, kind of groaned. Because one of them dad jokes, you know. I've always wanted to use the line. I never think of it. This first time I actually thought of it at the right moment when it was the perfect timing. Of course, he didn't catch it. He was just like, no, I meant how long have you been doing balloon animals? Or been doing this type of art? So it kind of went over his head, but the ladies caught it. I know they caught it because of the big old moaning and groaning I heard behind me. Which is just what it deserves. One of them asked how long I've been a comedian. I was like, I didn't know it was, so kind of made me feel good. Oh, less than a minute, less than a minute. How many gonna do? Just pick up the pace, pick up the pace. I can't do it. Ah, get off me. The balloons are attacking. The dogs are attacking. "30 seconds. I'm gonna get at least 2 more balloons. Oh, come on. 20 seconds. Come on, let me get this one. 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Alright, I'll give myself a couple seconds for that. Alright, let's find out how many balloons I've got. Let me show you what I got down here. Just ignore the mess that you're about to see from my house. Hope I can get it off the stand. Let me do it this way. There they are. Here's where I was sitting. That's a lot of balloon dogs. Excuse me. Now I'm going to pause this and I'm going to count these, and I'll be back to tell you how many balloon dogs I did in 1 hour. Well, the total is in for the second time because it helps if you hit the record button the first time. So I'll go ahead and once again show you that you didn't get to see the balloon seat. All over here and all down in the floor between my love seat and my couch. Lots and lots and lots of balloon dogs. I'm half tempted to leave them here so my wife walks in and sees them. But I think she'd kill me. But the grand total of all them balloons, the balloon dogs, the grand total in an hour of me twisting these balloons while you're watching and talking on the video, over 100. Not many. 107. I hope you had fun watching. It's been an experience. I guess I'll have to figure out now where to take these things. I'll find some kind of daycare or something, throw them in some trash bags, maybe split them up like 50 some in one bag and 50 in another, and probably take them to a couple daycares, because I don't know if they're going to have that many kids in a daycare. But anyway, the answer to the question, how many simple classic balloon dogs can the balloon guy make? Jackie the Balloon Guy, that's me. 107. Be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, and if you need a balloon twister and you're in the Richmond Tri-Cities, Colonial Heights, Sussex County, Dinwiddie area or surrounding areas, anywhere within 45 minutes from Colonial Heights, Virginia, look me up. You can find me on Facebook at Jackie the Balloon Guy, or of course YouTube, youtube.com at Jackie the Balloon Guy, but you probably found me there already since you're watching this video. Anyway, have a great day. Hope you had fun watching. If you've made it all the way through, thank you. I don't know how you could do it, but the answer is 107. Have a great day.